Gator.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check, check.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready.
First carry for James Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to throw, Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 5 catches, 83 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass. The latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Come on, set. 18 game.
Hey, we got tight end, one tight end, one tight end. Key to tight end.
Ready, go.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Here's Rudolph off play action. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On second down, Samuels. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
70, Indy.
On the draw, Connor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to take a shot. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, it's Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, Samuels. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. I call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Mahomes now on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to gain the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes. But there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Rudolph. Ebron with it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rudolph now to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Connor. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Here we go.
Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as they have taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. After
the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so you can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. To the right side to Eric Ebron. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Johnson, the intended target. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. The extra point up and good. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now left side on the swing pass. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
And this is caught. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jakeem Grant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. James Washington making his way back out towards the huddle. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rudolph looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Williams.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Back to Cannon again on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, things are definitely